If your pharmacy is busy all day, scripts are moving, the team is working flat out, customers are coming through, and yet you feel as a retail pharmacy owner that your cash is still tight, this video is for you. Because one of the most frustrating places to be as a retail pharmacy owner is this, where the pharmacy looks busy, but the bank account does not feel healthy. And just quickly, I can talk about this with confidence because I've owned, operated, sold, grown large retail pharmacy businesses myself. So I'm not talking about this as a generic business coach throwing theory at you. I've seen what busy looks like. I've seen what margin pressure looks like, and I've seen what tight cash feels like, even when the business looks like it's firing on all cylinders and it looks really active from outside. So in this video, I want to show you why that happens, where the leaks, the so-called cash leaks, usually are, and what I would look at first if I wanted to find the problem fast. And then I've lost my slide. There we go. Busy. Great. So a lot of pharmacy owners confuse busyness with health, and I get why. You're serving customers, scripts are being filled, the phone is going, the team is working. So from the outside, it feels like the business should be fine, but busy and healthy are not the same thing, right? You know this as a pharmacist. It's just not the same. And I'm waiting for my slide to change, which is a little bit slow. There we go, tight. Awesome. So the real pain is that the pharmacy, it's not that the pharmacy is dead. The real pain is that it's alive, active, working, and the cash still feels tight. And this is what messes with retail pharmacy owners, because now it's not obvious. It's not like we need more customers. It is, hang on, where is the actual money going? And if this sounds familiar already, I have a retail cash leak scorecard below in the comment section. You can click on it in the description section. That helps you work this out properly, and I will come back to it in a minute. And so this is why it feels really, really strange, right? The pharmacy, if the pharmacy was quiet, the problem would make sense. But when the pharmacy is busy, scripts coming in, people coming in to buy over-the-counter items, and your staff are serving everybody, but cash is still tight, that means there's something underneath the business that is not working properly. And that is the key that we need to realize. The problem is not effort, and it's not even always sales. It's usually that cash is leaking somewhere under the surface of the pharmacy. And so the best way I can describe it is like this. You know, your pharmacy is revving hard, but financially it's in neutral. There is movement, there's noise, there's effort, but there's just not enough traction. And this is what a lot of retail pharmacy owners are experiencing right now in the US. The business is active, but it's not converting enough of that activity into usable cash. And this is the real issue. So where do I normally recommend you look first? Usually the cash leak is in one or more of these areas: inventory, margins, expenses, supplier terms. I am going through this a little bit fast, but if you see the link in the description to the cash leak scorecard, you'll be able to see all of this there. And in these areas, inventory, margins, expenses, supplier terms, this is where most of the cash quietly disappears. Yes, there are other areas in your business where the cash kind of goes poof. But when I work with clients, and if you want to find cash quickly, these are one of the 5 areas that I would look at first. And that's where they disappear. So too much stock sitting in the back office or under the gondolas for too long. I mean, we all know this as pharmacists, right? Especially with our meds and the OTC items. You know, we've got margins that are weaker than what we, the owner, realize. Costs that have not been challenged in ages, right? How many things have you got on auto subscription every month? It's coming out of your credit card. When was the last time you looked at supplier arrangements that don't protect your cash flow position? So none of these scream at you in one dramatic moment. They just sort of quietly drain the business week after week. And so that's why I built the retail cash leak scorecard. It's a way that helps you figure out which of these leaks is actually the biggest one in your business. And under all of this sits visibility, because if you cannot clearly see your numbers, you cannot manage the leaks properly. So visibility is one of those things that a lot of business owners, especially pharmacy and pharmacy business owners, because I get it, we're healthcare professionals, kind of one of those things that we overlook because we simply haven't been taught how to do it, or we don't really carry that much importance to it. So if you don't know what stock is old, if you don't really know your margins by category, by the way, as pharmacists, so many I speak to and work with, initially they say, well, I haven't got categories within my pharmacy, I've just got dispensary and front of shop. Well, that's totally wrong, because within the dispensary, you've got your different classifications, cardiovascular, antidepressants, etc. Plus also in the front of shop, you've got first aid, you've got wound dressings, you've got vitamins and all your other categories. So you need to know your margins by category. And if you cannot quickly see your cash position every week, then you're making your decisions on running your store blind. And that's why owners often feel blindsided, because the data exists everywhere, but it's not visible in the way that helps you act early and to do something from it, right? So now here is the mistake I see lots of retail pharmacy owners making. They try to fix everything at once, right? It's kind of like because you're so eager to help your patients, and you throw everything at it to try and help them get better sooner, you try and do the same thing for your pharmacy. You run more sales, you try and get more sales, I beg your pardon, you run more promotions, you cut costs, you review suppliers, you change pricing, you push the team harder. But all that does is create more noise. What you really need to do is find the first leak and the big main leak, because one area fixed properly will move the number more than 5 areas attacked badly. So the goal is not to panic. The goal is to diagnose quickly and to diagnose early. So this video has hit a nerve for you. Go and download the Retail Cash Leak Scorecard. The link is in the description below. It's short, it's practical, it takes about 15 minutes, and it helps you work out whether your biggest leak is inventory, margins, expenses, supply terms, or visibility. It's the exact tool that I was shown how to use when I bought my first business way back in the day, and my first business coach showed me a way of what this scorecard is. And so basically, instead of guessing, you can actually see where to look first. And that matters, because once you know where the leak is, you can stop wasting your time on the other stuff and on the wrong fixes. So the link is in the description below. Download it, go through it honestly, and find the first place your cash is leaking. And if you want more practical videos on cash, margin systems, and building a pharmacy business that is not just busy, but financially strong, so that you can start to have the lifestyle that you, pharmacy owner, want, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, busy does not always mean healthy. Clarity comes first. Until next time, catch you later.